yo, 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 yo.
Might see me rolling in the biz, lean up, rolling with a spliff. Brothers know much, real old school. Gotta keep it real with the locals. Might see me rolling in town. Hold up your JD or buy a round. Tell them to come in peace, man, we old school. We just want a two-step with the locals.
Yo. Back. Yes. Big up yourself, big up yourself, big up yourself. Hello and welcome to the MHM show with season 2, episode 2. People, how is everybody doing? Can you believe that we've made it to season 2, episode 2? Big up all of you that's been supporting so far. I see you, man. Big up yourself. Enough love to you all. And yeah, man, how have you guys been? How's the week been? If you got kids, I already know how your week's been. Half term, all kind of mad. The kids just want to eat out everything. Hungry every minute. They're not really hungry, but they're hungry though. And they want to eat everything. They want to do something. Ain't trying to be at home. I get it. I understand. I got kids, so I know. If you haven't got kids, how was your week? What would you guys do? What was you guys doing? I hope you guys got everything done that you need to get done. The main thing is, yeah, whether you got kids or you haven't got kids, this week you got done what you needed to get done, or at least put things into place to get things done that you want to get done. Not what anybody else wants you to do, what you want to do to move forward in life. Remember, you only get one chance at it and it's your life. So make sure you focus and get things done you need to get done for yourself, as well as your family, but make sure you focus on yourself as well and get things done. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't got to tell you how my week was. I got kids, half term, but I still managed to focus and get things that I need to get done and put things into place to get the things that I need to get done. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just organize your time right, work around things, and anything is possible, people. Trust me, anything is possible. That's a real saying. Anything is possible as long as you focus, keep your mind right. Understand? Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe to the ting. I keep saying it, but I need to keep saying it for you lot to understand. Keep like and subscribe to the ting. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Don't be watching the show and you ain't subscribed. Why? Why have you not subscribed? If you haven't got a YouTube account, get a YouTube account. It takes 2 seconds to do. Just subscribe to the ting, man. It's nothing. No, like, it's nothing. Just get it done. You understand? Shall we get started?
Yes!
Well, alright then. Anthony Joshua storms student flat and threatens to crack their glass jaws after being taunted. It says Loughborough University students reportedly drunkenly called out to the 2-time former unified world heavyweight champion as he walked past, claiming Joshua is scared of Tyson Fury. However, the 6'6" professional boxer was having none of it and seemingly decided to come into the students' flat and have a word with them. He told them, remember you're running your mouth because when I bring people up here and they start cracking your glass jaws, none of you will like it. Watch your mouths because you don't know who you're talking to sometimes. The boxer also added he is not into the public eye bullshit. Now listen, I don't know. Listen, I get banter and all these things because I get banter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Banter is a UK thing. I get it, yeah? I don't understand what people's issue is with Anthony Joshua all of a sudden, because unless you know him personally and you have your own reasons, then fair enough. But I don't see. There's a lot of people that hate on Anthony Joshua, but I don't know what the reason is. I don't know. I'm starting to look deeper into the reasons as to why, because you just don't like man for what? Like, I don't understand. Now a lot of people did like him and now they don't for whatever reason as well, yeah? Like who you want to like. I just don't understand the reason behind it. But listen, I say that to say this. We are in an era now of the pussy-o era. It's the pussy-o era. And the reason why I call it the pussy-o era, right, is because there's a lot of nerdy pricks, right? Excuse my language, I know, like, but this actually bothers me because there's a lot of nerd idiots that are very vocal online or just very vocal but don't want to deal with the consequences. Now listen, action and reaction. Everybody should be allowed, it's a free country, freedom of speech, everybody should be allowed to say what they want to say. But, yeah, know who you're saying what you're saying to, yeah, and just know that you could get a reaction from that, and be prepared for that reaction. There's a lot that it's like people want to say things to people, but then when they get banged in their jaw, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe. But people are human. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, action and reaction, like I say. Now listen, people are saying that Anthony Joshua, some people are saying Anthony Joshua should have known better. He's a boxer. Now listen, he didn't touch them. He just let the students know. Yeah, just know who you're talking to. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they had to humble quick. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is the issue. Yeah, it's like it almost comes like if you're a celebrity, you should just, and you got bare money, that you're not human anymore, and you should just accept abuse. Yeah, which is not gonna happen. It's not. Certain people are gonna have that, but certain people ain't gonna have that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you're talking, no, this is a message to all that nerdy idiots here that run up their mouth online, yeah, but in person ain't saying nothing. Yeah, just know that when you're saying what you're saying, yeah, you might get a reaction for what you're saying. Yeah, so when you're writing all your little messages online, or you want to say all your little stuff, and then man approaches you, yeah, just be prepared for that. That's what I'm saying. If you're prepared for that, then that's fine. That's all I'm saying. Don't complain that he said that, because he was minding his business walking down the road. You lot said shit to him. He just coming to let you lot know, listen, yeah, just know who you're talking to. And I think that's fair enough. Just know who you're talking to. That's all I'm saying. Know who you're talking to, and keep your mouth shut, yeah, if you can't deal with the consequences. It's simple. Simple mathematics. Somewhere in the world.
So, would you mind just videoing me just for a second, please? Hi, baby, it's me. I'm in Manchester. The meeting went well. I can't wait to see you tomorrow night. Honestly, yeah, the things I'm going to do to you again. You know what that is, don't you? Like that. Ooh, ooh, like that. Ooh, like that. Ooh, there's different angles like that. Like that. Ooh, go. Finished. That's what I'm going to do to you. Right, thank you. No problem. Thank you.
A distressed man suffers from amnesia after sex with his wife. It says a 66-year-old Irishman was rushed into hospital with short-term amnesia after an afternoon romp with his wife. Doctors declared that sex is a trigger for short-term amnesia, officially known as transient global amnesia, TGA. After the sex romp, the man noticed that the date on his phone was wrong and became distressed that he had forgotten his wedding anniversary the day before. He repeatedly questioned his wife and daughter over the events of that morning and the previous day, according to the journal. It says the rare condition usually affects those between the ages of 50 and 70, with their ability to recall recent events simply vanishing. Some people who experience TGA may have failed to remember things that happened up to a year prior. Sufferers usually regain their memory within a few hours. In this case, the affected man's long-term memory remained intact and he was able to state his name, age, and other basic details. The pum pum just make you lose your memory, blood. Like, what kind of pum pum is that make you lose your memory? How does the pum pum make you lose your memory? I need more of a medical explanation. How pum pum make you lose your memory, blood? How did this happen? I don't want to hear about between 50. I've never heard of this. I've never heard that pum pum can make you lose your whole memory. You forgot a whole. How? What kind of witch pum pum was this? That's what I want to know. This is some witch pum pum, blood. I'm telling you, this is some Stranger Things pum pum. How did this happen? That's what I want to know. So what? You just literally, as you bust the nut, the memory just gone. Is that what? How did this happen? So what? You just did the thing and then you bust the nut and then where am I? Like, what is that? What happened? I need more of an explanation. I don't know how that don't make sense to me. Like, obviously it's true because this happened, but how did this happen? What is your wife a witch? That's what I want to know, because what kind of special pum pum is this that make you forget who you are? That's all I'm saying. How you forget? Well, he didn't forget who he was, but he forgot the whole day, and they're saying that this happens. This is a regular thing that can happen. Like, what? That sounds like sorcery to me. What kind of sorcery is this? That's what the question I need to. If that happened to me, I would ask my missus, what kind of sorcery is this? Who sent you? How did this ain't never happened before? Why did this happen now? That's some scary shit. That's some scary shit. You'd have to come celibate again after that. You can't do that again. What happens next time? You might forget all two. Nah, cuz, forget that. All kind of man.
Riddle me this. Granny's mother had 3 children. The first child was named April. The second child was named May. What was the third child's name? Johnny, of course.
What? Name King Henry. Come for see the Queen, you know? You see the Jubilee and them thing there. But that day, one of my trustees did him come up to me and say, Sir. I say, what? Him said the Queen, Her Majesty, hasn't invited you to her Jubilee dinner. Me say, what? Me not go no Jubilee dinner. Me is the king. Him say, no, sir. You must go. At the Jubilee of the Queen, Her Majesty herself has personally invited you. Me say me no business who invite me anywhere. Me go where me want go. Cause me is the king. You understand? Him say, no, sir. It is a personal invitation from Her Majesty the Queen of England. You must go, sir. You must go. Me say me no must go anywhere. Me do what me want do. Me is the king of all of the land. You understand? Him say, yes, sir, we understand. But she has personally invited you. You will not get an invitation like this again. Me will not get an invitation like this again. Me look like somebody that business about that. Me don't tell you already, say me is the king. But me will go anyway because me like the way she cook. So that's why me I go right now. Me only I go because me like the way she cook food. You know? Yorkshire pudding and them thing there. She don't have no curry goat though. But she have the Yorkshire pudding. So that what me I go for.
A mum claims that smoking weed while looking after her kid is no different to drinking wine. Mother of 2, Caitlin Fladger, has defended her use of cannabis, which is legal for medical and recreational use where she lives in Canada. She claims it is no different from mothers drinking wine or even taking anxiety medication. I think she's right. I think she's right. Now listen, I'm not saying that you should smoke weed when you're looking after your kids. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't. I'm just saying, what's the difference between buying a spliff and looking after your kids and drinking wine? I think drinking the wine one might be a bit worse. Alcohol is worse than weed. I don't know if you know this. Like, the alcohol is way worse. Yeah, so if you're drinking wine, yeah, and looking after your kids, you can't judge nobody that's buying a spliff and looking after their kids. That's all I'm saying. Now listen, I don't judge anyone that drinks the wine and look after their kids, and I don't judge anyone that buns the spliff and look after their kids. Now if you're high as a kite and you're trying to look after your kids, that's a whole different thing. I'm gonna judge you then, because we did. Same as if you're pissed out of your head drinking the wine. There's got to be some sort of balance here. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is that I think she's right. I think you can't be looking at people banging a spliff, looking after their kids, but you're there with your glass of wine. Do you understand? That like that's better. That's probably worse. Do you understand what I'm saying? So do your thing. Yeah, everyone should be able to do what they want to do in their house. Yeah, unless you're smoking crack, then you probably You should get your kids taken away. But if you're banning a spliff, yeah, or you're drinking wine on a relaxed thing and you got the kids and it's not a newborn baby, yeah, because we can't be talking, surely this is not a newborn baby we're talking about. I'm pretty sure she's talking about just kids. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then do what you gotta do, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I agree with her on that one. I think it's no different to somebody drinking wine. I think, yes, no different at all, man. In fact, like I say, the wine is probably a bit worse than the spliff, but I'm not gonna judge either. Do your thing. Somewhere in the world.
Knocking on doors and asking to have breakfast.
Yes, sir.
Yes, brother. Could I have some breakfast, please?
Me not have breakfast, man. Yeah, just phone, sir.
Huh?
No, but what breakfast?
Can I have Rice Krispies?
I ain't got.
You don't have that?
No, man, I ain't got, man. I'm on my face. Who are you?
Jeffrey.
From?
Down the road? You've never seen me before?
No, sir. Never seen you, man. I don't know you.
So no Cocoa Pops?
No, man. I have nothing.
Oh, have a good day, man. Right.
A couple in India sue son for not giving them a grandchild. It says a couple in North India are suing their only son and his wife for not giving them a grandchild after 6 years of marriage. The highly unusual lawsuit was filed on grounds of mental harassment. Mr. Basad said he has spent all his savings on his son, sending him to the US in 2006 for pilot training of a cost of $65,000. That's all kind of mad. Like, don't you love your son? How? You only got one son yourself. Maybe some people can't have sons, you know. Some people just, you only got one son. Why didn't you have more sons? You're suing your one son because he ain't had a son. That's foolishness, blood. And harsh. Basically, you're saying you ain't got, basically the dad is saying that he paid for his pilot license and all this pilot stuff, but you didn't give me a son in return. So because you ain't giving me a son in return, I want my peas back. That's basically what he's saying. Now, I want to know why that's, how is that even a thing that you're able to sue your son for not giving you a grandchild? Like, what? You know how crazy that is? That's insanity. That is borderline insanity. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? You only have one son yourself. Why didn't you have more than one son? Is it because you just couldn't have more than one son? Because then, you know what the son should do? The son should sue the dad, yeah, for not giving him a brother. I would sue him. Why am I the only son? I would sue him back. You might as well play the game. Play the game. If the dad can sue you for not giving him a son, sue him back for not giving you a brother. That's what I'd say. Let's do that. Let's do that, because what kind of foolishness is that? That don't make no damn sense. You paid $65,000, yeah, for your son's pilot training. So what? What was was there an agreement to say, look, I'm gonna pay for this for you, but in return, I need a son? Yeah, because you can't promise that. No one, like, how do you know what you're gonna have? You don't know. You can't. This is not how. What kind of dumb bullshit is this? Like, that's not how science goes. That's not how biology goes. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't know what you're gonna have. You don't like, the moon shines at 12 o'clock in May, and that means you're gonna. That's not how this goes. You don't know. You're either gonna have a girl or you're gonna have a boy. Some people have both. Some people have one or the other. Some people don't have none. You just don't know. You just gotta be thankful that you have life. You should be thankful that you have a son and he's married, and you should be thankful whatever your child gives you. If you have granddaughters or you have grandsons, be grateful. But taking the son to suing the son and taking the son to court is a idiot thing. All kind of mad. So like I say, what I would do is I would sue them back for not giving me a brother. Why have you not given me a brother? Yeah? Why am I the only son? That's what I would do, and that's how you get out. That's how you deal with that situation, because it's all foolishness. So you might as well deal with the foolishness with foolishness. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying here. All kind of mad.
His name is Conspiracy Colin. His aim is to show you the hidden meaning in messages. The truth is out there, people, and he's gonna show you it. Oh wow. Look at this baby. Okay. They call this on Earth, they call this a mango. But what this represents is where the man can go. You understand? That's why it's called the mango. Because the man go wherever they want to go. You understand? But in the world that we live in now, they try and tell you that a man cannot go where a man wants to go. You have to have permission, right? So this fruit is put here to remind us that man can go anywhere they want to go. You understand? Now when I say it like that, like you don't notice it, right? But when I say it and I put it into perspective, it makes a lot of sense, right? So the mango is this kind of shape and color because it represents the earth, right? It's round. It's not perfectly round, but it's round enough to say that it represents the earth. You understand? So many messages have been left by our ancestors, right? And this is one of them, right? The mango, okay? Like I said, this represents life. This represents man. What does man do? Man give life, okay? This represents life. Without man, you can't give life. Man inserts life into the female, okay? This represents where a man can go. We can go anywhere we want to go, okay? So every time you eat this mango, always remember that a man can go wherever he wants to go. If someone says, where you going? Just show them this and say, hey, I go where I want to go, man.
Summer in the world. Jury in the US city of Portland, Oregon has convicted a self-published romance novelist who wrote an essay titled How to Murder Your Husband of fatally shooting her husband. You wrote a novel called How to Duppy Your Husband and then dup it off your husband. Like what kind of, all kind of mad. I'd like what? The world is mad. The world is a mad place. The world is crazy and people are crazy. Yeah, that's why you just got to be careful. Know who you're living with. Know who you're married to. Yeah. All this like, you know, you don't know what someone's really like or who that person is until you actually live with them. You know that, right? So get to know people first. Get to know what they're on and then make decisions like marriage and these things. Because look, now man's dead. I'm sure he didn't think that she would ever have killed him, but she did. She also wrote a novel before she did as well. So if that's not psycho, I don't know what is.
Wait, who are you and what are you doing here?
Cecil?
I am Lord Sornar, Emperor of Ecto. Who is the one they call Cecil?
I think he's talking about you.
Who is asking? What do you want from him?
Well, I just said who is asking, human. Lord Sornar, Emperor of Planet Ecto.
Yes, he's...
Yes. And you said you're looking for, Cecile? I'm afraid she is not available at the moment. But I can take a message.
No. I need... Wait a minute. Gertrude, is that you?
Yes, I was trying to say, I thought I recognized you. How are ya?
Well, what a pleasant surprise. I haven't seen you since... Well, since...
The baby, I know, it's all coming back now. How is mother and baby getting on?
They are doing very well, Gertrude, thanks to you. And the baby, well, baby is not a baby anymore.
Wait a minute. You two know each other?
Well, of course, Gertrude is the one who delivered my beautiful grandchild.
So you did deliver the baby for true?
Yes, that's what I was trying to tell you.
This is all very confusing. I don't understand how this could have happened. Because when Glyptic went into labour, the spaceship did come and take her, but never did take Gertie. That's when I erased her memory.
You did what?
So you are the one they call Cecil.
No, I am the one they call Betty. And it's not Cecile, it's Cecil.
Silence, human! So if you are not, then who is?
Him!
You are the one my daughter has chosen.
Chosen for what exactly?
You are the father of Aktu.
Bless you.
No, Aktu.
Bless you.
No, Aktu Herhoff.
Bless you.
What am to...
Do you want a cup of tea or something? That sounds like a terrible cold.
No. The child's name is Aktu. Second name, Herhoff. I am Lord Sornam Herhoff.
Oh, what kind of...
Well, that's an unusual name, innit? It'll grow on me.
So my child is a boy.
Yes, the child is of male genitalia and also heir to the throne of Ecto. Unfortunately, I never had any male children of my own. Just my sweet Glyptic, and her mother died in the Battle of Ich.
What's the matter?
No, Ich.
Something on my face or something?
No, Ich. The Battle of Ich. The name of the battle she died in is called Ich.
Oh, what kind of...
So why are you here? And what do you want?
Cecile, or Cecil, has had a child with my daughter, Glyptic. And that child, by default, is heir to the throne, which makes you mother and father of the future emperor and ruler of Ecto. Therefore, you must now come with me.
What?
Hey?
No, that cannot
that
happen.
won't
I am
work.
not being a
No,
single
no, that
parent.
cannot
You
work
cannot
at
take
all.
the man
Oh,
away
no,
from me.
no,
Are you
no,
mad?
no.
Shut up! Come with you where exactly?
To the planet Ecto, where you will stay for all eternity until you die.
What?
Somewhere in the world.
Jesus Christ.
I'm legally blind.
I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm telling you, we are living in the era of the pussyo. And sometimes you gotta remind some people that that's what they are and to humble themselves. Anthony Joshua, I salute you, sir. You let them students know, unlike the Irishman's wife that gave him the demon pum pum and made him temporarily lose his memory. Why didn't she say something? All kinda mad. Also, people that drink alcohol and judge people that smoke weed need to do their research, because if they did, they would know that out of all the so-called drugs, alcohol leads to the most foolishness and takes the most lives each year. But I'm sure that couple that is suing their son for not giving them a grandson are definitely under the influence of something. Maybe that's why the murder writer woman killed her husband, because she couldn't give him a son. I don't know, man. All I know is, if you don't run your mouth, you still have your own memory, you have weed and alcohol, nobody has tried to sue you, and you haven't been murdered by your partner, then by today's standards, things ain't so bad. I am MHM, and until we meet again, blessings.